Hey y'all, what is good? It's your girl Ganjanae and I'm live, baby. Yes, on a Tuesday. Got the live going up on a Tuesday. Yes. Thank you so much for pulling up, okay? Let's see. Ari in the building. Hey, love. Hey, boo. Thank you so much for pulling up, okay? I'm going to go ahead and make my announcements, y'all, and we will get right into it, okay? Hold on 1 second. All right. Here's my Buy Me a Coffee link if you would like to support the channel, okay? There's also super chats and super stickers available as well as Cash App, all right? Also, there are memberships available as well. So if you're interested, go ahead and support that way. Or, you can also just energetically support the channel for me, all right, by just hitting that like button for me. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. I would so greatly appreciate that alone, okay? And if y'all have any tea that y'all want me to talk about on this here channel, you can send it to this email, okay? I know that's easier for some of y'all. Or feel free to hit me up on either one of my social media platforms, okay? That is my Instagram and my Twitter on the screen. Also, check out my gossip page on Instagram at Puff Puff Gossip, okay? Yes. Let me also go ahead and get hey Pebble, hey love, good morning. Let me get that Discord link as well for anybody that would like to join. Okay. So pretty soon here we may be bringing back movie nights, okay y'all? I am working on it. So once or if I get it figured out, I will definitely let you guys know. I know a lot of y'all like the movie nights we used to have on Discord. And a few of y'all have reached out to me too, so I'm trying to figure it out, okay? Um so stay tuned for that. Let me post this in the chat. Un momento. All right. So there's the link in the chat, okay? If you have not joined yet, feel free to just go ahead and click that link and it'll take you right over there, okay? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. But with that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and dive right into it, okay? We got a little bit to talk about today. I do want to get into Blueface, Nevaeh. All right. Also, I did want to get into the Chriseans and might throw a little bit of Jaden and Carlos in there as well, okay? So go ahead and sit back, relax, y'all. And let's get this show started, okay? I think we're gonna go ahead and start off with Blueface and Nevaeh, okay? So as I showed y'all yesterday, um, Nevaeh had basically posted some receipts, okay, regarding a lie detector test that she took out there in Indiana. All right, which by the way, Blueface did ask her to not go through with it and to just wait until she gets back to Cali so that he can be present with, the test being done. For one, and for two, he did also have his own questions that he wanted to ask. Okay. So Blueface did find out about it. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull up. It's a few clips here. Okay, let's show this one first. I just knew he was coming. All right, let me put my banner up here. Fair use. Everything is alleged. YouTube, I don't want no smoke. Okay. All right, y'all. So here is the first clip. Okay, shout out to Blue Clipped. It says Blueface called Nevaeh on stream and it quickly turned into a crash out moment. He went off over the lie detector question situation and didn't hold back how he felt in the moment. At one point, he even said, Lord, why you send this bid to me? Leaving that chat stunned and reacting instantly. Um, the conversation escalated fast as both sides tried to get their point across, but the tension was clear. Do y'all think this was just heat of the moment frustration or something deeper? All right. So let's get into it, y'all.
Was that? Let's call her. I need a clip. 304. You sleep?
I had heartburn, so I had to get up and take some heartburn medicine.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you feel better. Do you feel better?
I mean, yeah, I'll be okay.
Okay. So, I'm streaming as always.
Yeah.
In the chat, let me know about your lie detector test.
I've been sent you that the day before I even posted it. And that man has over 25 years of specialized experience. I showed you the equipment, and I even booked with John as well. And including extensive background as a retired.
You didn't send me the questions and the results.
I sent you everything.
You sent me a video of somebody asking you questions while you hooked up and you answering. And
I sent you the picture of me having a sign a consent form. How it's not allowed to be. I'm gonna send it to you.
Nevaeh.
I thought I was gonna be able to get
Nevaeh.
recorded on this.
Nevaeh.
What?
Do you hear what I'm asking?
Yeah, but we
Okay. And you're not answering. Did you send me a video of someone asking you questions and you answering them with a true or false answer? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Were you able to record this?
No, but you see what I just sent you.
What did you send me?
What I have to sign.
Authorization for release of polygraph information.
Told me that I would have to go to the court to be able to get the fucking video. Video of me getting the hookup shit that I have to get hookup to.
Lord, why did you send this bitch to me? Ah! So, what was? Can I ask you a question?
Is this for like media matter?
Can I ask you a question?
I mean, you're already online, just doing the most.
I just want to know. I just want to know what was the point of what you did, of what took wrong was the. Let's call her. I need a clip.
So, okay. So, yeah, he clearly didn't understand the logic behind what Nevaeh chose to do. Okay, like it just doesn't make sense. Like, and it does give, like, you trying to get ahead of something, because why are you in another state taking a lie detector test knowing that he wants to be present when you take it? Like, what's the problem? Okay, it is kind of giving suspicious vibes. Okay, and Blueface like definitely looks over it, like, you know. And I'm sorry, but Nevaeh, I really thought that girl had some sort of, lick of sense, if anything. But this girl really like low key slow. Okay, like she keep trying to like justify it and stuff. Like, no, at the end of the day, girl, you was coming back to Cali anyway, so I don't understand why you couldn't have just waited. I don't know why you were so eager to pay that little 500 to take a lie detector test when he can't be present. You know, he's not able to travel like that. So it's just kind of strange. Okay, interesting. But yeah, Nevaeh, not the brightest crayon in the box. Okay. Let's check the comments real quick. See, you cannot record in a real and official proctored polygraph test. That shit he did with Rock was made for TV and fake. Mm. It's a slow world. These tests can't even be accurate while pregnant. 2 heartbeats. We don't need him to take one. He's always been honest about who he is, right? And there's a reason why lie detector tests are inadmissible to the courts. They are not accurate. Um, Imagine trying to prove you're faithful to a ninja like this, right? Like, child, a mess. Is she the one said she was built for this? She did say that. Girl, it don't matter what you say. You pissed him off because you didn't do as he asked. We all knew how he was gonna react. Why didn't you know exactly? Come on now. Come on now. Like you thought he was finna just be like, okay, yeah, go ahead and take a test without me there, and even though I got my own little questions. Okay, come on now. It says no, the way she called him before this, acting like she wasn't watching his stream, talking about, yeah, stream on Kick after he just said that's what he was going to do and ask if he was streaming still, knowing she was watching. And she got this Twitch, and she got his Twitch taken down. Oh, wow. She's trying to run a fast one on him. Yeah, I hope you feel better so I could drag your broke ass for a seafood boil. I feel better, Daddy. You can drag me because we like crab legs, chow. And she don't feel good and he bullshit. Bro, you can't make this up. Mm-mm-mm. Wait, why would she have to go to the course to get the video? Yeah, not making much sense. And then the questions were very like vague in a way. You know what I mean? Like I think like when she was asking, I think one of the questions was like have you slept with anyone like since November 1st or something like that. Something like that. And to me, that could mean like, okay, well, since November 1st, not after November 1st. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, just the way the questions was worded was kind of suspicious too to me. Um, but yeah, so child, hot mess. I knew Blueface was gonna come up here after she pulled that stunt. I knew he was gonna have something to say, honey, because yeah. What was the reason? Okay. Let me check the comments really quick here. 1 second. Sorry y'all if y'all hear my little rascals in the background, okay? It is summertime and they are wide awake. They are wide awake, honey. If what they've been saying is true about the accuracy of the test while being pregnant, if anything comes up alive, then she set her own self up, right? Yep, true. True. And that's a good point too. Honestly, probably is what would make it believable at this point would be for her to just wait until until the baby drops, then go and, have that done. You said, I think Blue is just being argumentative. He could literally wait and just take her to do the test with John whenever she gets home. Yeah, that's true. Definitely gonna be a part two. Absolutely. I just know he finna hook her on up. You paying money for lie detector tests. When are they gonna start shopping for the baby? Yeah, this is getting old. Exactly. You know, that was a waste of money for real. Like, what? Girl, you just doing anything, knowing that it's gonna piss Blueface off. Like, girl, come on now. What are we doing? Okay. Hey, Melanin Mommy. Hey, love. And hey, that one chick. Hey, I see Letitia. Hey, Letitia. I see K Lori just popped in. Hey, love. But yeah, y'all. So that was just the first clip. There's actually a few clips here, but I'm gonna just play the ones that um we can talk about. Um oh yeah, Nevaeh did like low key mention Chrisean too at one point during their little argument. Now she didn't name no names, but you can tell from what she's saying who she's referring to. Okay, you know what I'm saying. Let me share my screen here. Full screen. All right. Shout out to Blue Clip again. It says Nevaeh mentioned setup biz. Uh, does she mean Chrisean? Blueface tells Nevaeh how it is. Right. Let's get into it, y'all.
I'm bashing you.
The things
Off of your
that the
dumb
things
decision makings right now.
the things that you are tied up in are bashing me. These fucking questions I'm reading are bashing
The
me.
shit that you're tied in today's life is not bashing.
What?
Are you bashing yourself?
What?
What do you mean what? So I should go live and bash you for shit that you're doing today? Hanging around setup bitches and much more. I should do that? You putting yourself in fucked up predicaments? I should go about my way and do that? Talk
And
shit
do
about
what?
you, bless you. But see, I'm not about to do tit for tat. I have no reason to. But yeah, it's okay for you to sit in your fucking seat in that fucking room and talk about me.
Yeah, that's what you signed up for, bitch.
And see, there we go, calling me a bitch.
Yeah, cause you sound dumb.
Am I
Welcome to the fucking circus, oh. Why would you come thinking
Welcome
you?
to the circus.
Why would you have a baby with a nigga like me and don't think it's finna be? Come on, gang. You didn't wasn't born yesterday.
See,
You done seen all this shit before. You done been the side bitch to the main bitch. Don't get to be the main bitch and start acting like a dumb bitch. What did you do all this work to get to this point for? Just to be looking appalled and surprised when you the next bitch I'm cussing out. What the fuck? That's like going to school to be a plumber, and when it's time to get some doo-doo out the fucking toilet, you talking about you looking around like, do I have to? I don't want to work here anymore.
You always got something.
Take this fucking shit, all right? Take it like with honor.
Okay.
Now let me look at these questions.
Okay.
I see your answers. Where does it say if your answer is right or wrong?
That's the answer I provided. You gotta go all the way to the bottom. Read every fucking thing. Provided a certification number and everything.
Of the psychological responses recorded on the charts administered during the examination, the final determination is no significant reaction indicated. No significant reaction indicated means that the psychological responses recorded on the charts administered during this examination are indicative of truthful answers to relevant questions listed above.
You can look this man name up just like how you can look John name up. Instead, John has fucking entertainment shit on his shit that don't even look realistic. I'm bashing you.
The things that you are.
Child. Okay. Mm-hmm. She told her, didn't he? I mean, but was it a lie though? All right. I think we're all kind of looking at her the same way. Like, what did you expect? It's Blueface. Have you not been tuned into the circus? What exactly did you expect? Did you not see how he did the last 2, 3 of them? Okay, like you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy that it's coming from him, from from Blueface himself. I don't know. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, he's very aware of, the way he treats women and the way he'll probably will continue to treat women that come around him and do all this, okay? That's why I was like, girl, I don't know why you thought it was a good idea to have a baby by this man. Did you, girl, you about to go through it. He finna take you through there, okay? Absolutely. And is. But hey, this is what she was talking about this before he even got out of prison. She wanted to have a baby with him, and she got rid of the first one, and so she wanted to have this one. Here we are. So, constantly getting disrespected online and embarrassed is, you know, unfortunate, but hey, like he said, welcome to the circus, right? You definitely signed up for this and you definitely are a willing participant, and that's just all to it. Okay. So I really can't feel bad for anybody that willfully just joins this buffoonery, this clownery, okay? But let's check these comments real quick and see what people are saying. She was definitely talking about crack rock. Yep, she mentioned it in more ways than one. I would be glad when he bleeds rock like he does Nevaeh. Right, she was talking about a setup. I think she called her a setup bit or whatever. Which she absolutely is, you know. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. So obviously she been tuned in because Sean has them all intimidated. She thought having that baby would make him treat her how he treated or still treats Jaden. It says, "Hey, when he right. She knew what comes with blue and still proceeded. You can only blame yourself. I don't condone his actions, but he honest. Yeah, facts, absolute facts. If she thought he was gonna bleed Rock, but it backfired, she found out he still loves Rock, and she don't realize when she brings up Rock, it makes him want Rock even more." It says the fact that she said setup bit and everyone knows she's talking about Chrisean is diabolical. I'm weak, right? All of them enjoy being disrespected. Yeah, they can literally just block him and go on with life. Yeah, exactly. He's not pretending to be a gentleman and then switching up. He's straight up from the jump. So why are they thinking he's going to treat them? He's going to treat them differently. Um, she thought she was going to change him. Girl, please. I know Angela glad she left the harem, right? I don't even think she left for real. I think she's still, she's still behind the scenes somewhere. Yeah, I'm a firm believer all women deserve better, absolutely. But they have to want better for themselves. I can't imagine doing this shit while pregnant, right? I mean, he ain't lying though. He definitely not lying. Okay. Yep. I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right. But let me see. Let me check out what you guys are saying so far. Hit the like, hit the like. You said she's gonna look back on these times and hate herself for letting him do this to her, right? Oh yeah, absolutely. For sure. Definitely gonna regret it. Cause baby, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. And he been talking to all his women like that, and it's really terrible. But they knew what they signed up for. Yep, except for Jaden, and she was around him before he was Blueface. Exactly. Yep, facts. Clock it. The way he speaks to her is just awful. Yeah, he is rude as hell. Very rude. Um, mm-mm-mm. But he been like that. Even like, honestly, Nevaeh had time to change her mind and stuff, but she didn't want to. She definitely kept it. But, hey, her body, her choice. But I'm just saying, like, she had time to, you know, do what needed to be done if need be, or if she felt like, that was the proper choice. Okay. But nope. Cause even when she first found out and they was on the phone arguing and he was being disrespectful then, and I'm sure that wasn't the first time. But yet you wanna procreate with him? Okay, do your thing, I guess. Okay. You said Blue doesn't hide his misogynistic behavior. Yeah, he don't. Yeah, so hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles, Nevaeh. Giving him a lie detector test is not gonna change his ways. Exactly. I don't know what you need one for. You already know the truth. You done got knocked up by some street meat, okay? All right. That's just all to it. Okay, but that was another clip, y'all. Let me see. I think there was another clip that I wanted to show y'all. Um, yeah, yeah. It's actually a couple more. He was popping his shit. I ain't gonna lie. Um, all right. Let me show y'all this one. Share my screen. All right. It says Blueface reacts to Nevaeh, says her reaction to her past makes him want to quote unquote throw hands, and reveals his lie detector questions. Okay. So let's 1 second, let me zoom in. All right, let's get into it, y'all.
So when Nevaeh always talks about what I did in my past was my past, I had fun. I did what I wanted to do. It makes me want to slap the shit out of her, cause that mean you ain't learned shit, bitch. You think that shit was okay? You think that shit is cool? You thought it was a good fucking time? No, bitch. You fucked up. Now you fucked up. It's a dumbass question. Have you fucked anyone since the day Blueface got out of jail? What the fuck? That just pissed me off. Now I don't even want to see the rest of the test, because that question right there. Anybody thinking that's something you should ask, like that's gonna help you out, really grinds my fucking gears. All right, fuck. Have you fucked anybody from the day that you you start fucking with this nigga? Fuck. God damn it. You know what? You guys want me to react to a chat? I really don't want to, because personally, I feel like I shouldn't give any attention to bullshit. But if you guys get to the sub goal, I'll react to it, chat. I will react
Lash
to
on
it.
702 tipped $10. What are your 4 questions for her lie detector?
That is a good fucking TTS right there. My 4 questions for her lie detector would be um are you with Blueface for his money? Would be a good question. Um
Lash on 702 tipped $10. What are your four
did you have
questions for her
sex
lie
with more
detector?
than 3 people in October? That'll be my second question. My questions will have to do with what we all think she's maybe lying about. That would be my questions. So when Nevaeh always talks about what I did in my past was my past, I had fun. I did what I wanted to do. It makes me want to slap the shit out of her, cause that mean you ain't learned shit, bitch. You think that shit was okay? You think that shit is cool? You thought
Oh my gosh. He is a mess, child. Mm-mm-mm. Well, Blueface being Blueface, right? Um, but yeah, so to him, um, he feels like people's past matters. All right. Now, I don't necessarily agree with that because, sometimes, people do change, but, others, no, not so much. Okay, so that's kind of like, I ain't even gonna go down that rabbit hole, but, yeah, so he also said, hey, if I was asking the questions, I would ask her if she, is she just here for my money? Okay. Um, did she sleep with more than three dudes in October? So yeah, I think at this point they should just go ahead and do um a test, another one. Like I would I would, since you want to go and to Indiana and sneak off and do one without you, like shit. Let me get this little lie detector set up, you know, with my guy that I always go to. So, that's crazy. And yeah, see, he's even questioning the questions, like just the way it was. I don't know, like Amber carefully worded, and I just feel like I don't know, like they're very vague questions, in my opinion. Somebody says six abort the missions, but stopped at a Blueface baby. Right. I just want to see the DNA test. F all this other shenanigans. Ciao. Yeah, you should ask the question about Nova, the one she's hiding from, and has been has been with after you got has been with after you got out of prison. Anything else is irrelevant, right? It says, why you mad at us? You're the one saying you're building a family with her, right? And I knew this was gonna blow up in her face thinking she was being honest and open. Questions we all think she may be lying about. Is those not the same questions he was asking her? I love you, Blue, but you never satisfied. She was watching the stream from a burner, feeling salty. Yeah, she was. Um, yeah, Blue gonna dog walk that girl, and she knows it. Yeah, you hear it said you hear the captain W. Jonathan. He said what we all think she lying about. Blueface have doubt. He doing all this and the baby come back not his, and that dark skinned girl who look like his mom and sister baby gonna be 100% his. At least she not going through the stress. Is she gonna have a peaceful pregnancy? And we know she's with him for his money. What's next? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just here wondering what this man has, cause ain't no way. Absolutely. Yeah, obviously it is very much giving gold digger vibes, okay? It is. I honestly truly feel like the only reason why she is still there and puts up with all the stuff that she does is because of the money. Is because Blueface, is giving her a little something, something here and there. You know what I mean? Now I don't believe it's the 12K or whatever the hell he was trying to say he giving her, but he's definitely giving her at least like a few, probably a few thousand or so. Okay, and it just seems like from what I've heard about Nevaeh and her background, that's considered a lot, probably considered a lot to her compared to her past and jobs she's had or whatever. You know what I mean? Apparently, she was homeless at one point, so it's just like why lose that? Why lose the bag when you can just pretend to be okay with everything and put up with the clownery, just to collect that bag. Okay, for sure. And let's not forget the fact that this girl has been linked to several different rappers. Okay, so she's very much a pass around groupie. Ultimately, okay. You said if that's the case, he should have stayed with Jaden at this point. He's better off doing that. Like, you know, yeah, why is he acting like he the only person allowed to have a past? Exactly. I don't understand that part either. I don't get it. Like, That's probably because he's still. I feel like he's still like living in the past in a way. No type of growth, just stagnancy, straight stagnancy. Him focusing on her past when he has no morals at all is the height of hypocrisy. Nah, for real, literally. Like the audacity, honey. The audacity. Mm-mm-mm. Oh man, a mess. Now he also said this. He made this comment towards Nevaeh. Okay. It says, "You think it's the end when you have the baby, it's just the beginning." Oop. And I oop. Okay. Let's get into it, y'all.
Thought she
That's
was
what I
gonna
think.
change you?
I think she thought I was a fucking dumbass, and that her past would just be in the fucking closet, and she would just run off into the fucking sunset with me. Like I'm just a dumb motherfucker who just is like, oh, I love you. I don't care about your past. I don't care about the 1,000 dicks you sucked. Let's go. No, bitch, I care. I'm a man with means. I have shit going on. I'm a different type of guy. I care about all that shit. This is a meal ticket, bitch. This ain't no motherfucking Nobel Prize. When you go buy a house, they want to know your credit history. When you go buy a car, they want to know your credit history, or else you can't get that fucking car or that fucking house. If your past credit history, that's me, bitch. I'm the house. I'm the car. So if your credit is fucked, it's okay. We can work with that, but you gonna admit that your credit is fucked, and you gonna look yourself in the eye. You may be a little ashamed, but you're gonna face the fucking truth until you've went a good amount of time changing it. Shout out to Cat227. She thinks it's the end of it when she has this baby. This is just the beginning, bitch. I hope you're watching. This is just the beginning. It's gonna get harder. And the more that you become vulnerable to the idea of, oh, I'm tired, I need to go out and shake my ass or suck a dick or go fuck somebody just to feel like it's only gonna get harder, bitch. The only way that this could get easier for Nevaeh is if she goes a year to 2 years without fucking up her credit. She has to make us forget about this shit. And the only way we're gonna forget about this shit is over time. Right now, I'll give her from January of 2026 till now, which is probably roughly 5 or 6 months.
Ninth, who tipped
So
$10?
she's got it.
If the baby ISMT yours, are
If the
you
baby
going to stay with
ISMT
her and
yours, are
try
you
to make
going
her
to
your
stay with
main?
her and try to make her your main?
And she's got another year and a half before I look at her like, you haven't sucked a dick in 2 years, huh? I like that shit. You ain't fucked a nigga in 2 years? I like that shit. You been cooking and cleaning and being a good bitch for 2 years? Now we can talk about something. Now you can kind of, now you got a little bit of leverage.
Thought she
That's what
was
I
gonna
think.
change you?
Oh my gosh. He is something else. Like, honey. I don't know how these girls do it. I don't know how these girls how these girls deal with this dude, okay? Oh my goodness. So he already telling her, yes, it don't end when the baby get here. Okay, it's just beginning. We just getting started. Okay. Ciao, a mess. A mess. And then he gonna have the nerve to talk about some, oh, if she go 2 years without, obviously dealing with somebody else, then we could talk about something. Like, huh? So you don't want her talking to nobody while you out here talking to everybody. Like, what? The mad thing. Like I just don't understand the logic. Is that what people call like is this supposed to be like a pimp mentality or like what is that? Okay, because it's just crazy to me how he has all these expectations for, you know, a female, but you can't hold up the same, you know, the same values or morals or you know the same expectations. You know, you can't give what you're receiving. Yeah, there's no reciprocity here. So that's why I'm just like, so she has to wait 2 years for you to what? And then what happens after 2 years? Does that mean you gonna stop, you know, messing with other people, or are you still gonna be Blueface? Like, child, a mess. I'm telling you, I would not be wasting my time on this nut. He is a damn clown. Literally. And does he know she used to be on escort pages? Ooh, now she was on the escort page. It's the fact that he's so real, I can't even hate on it. Apparently, the circus fans are up in arms over Solar and his mama, and Blue wants her to be frontline moneymaker housewife. The quickest way to end a relationship situationship is to move in or have a baby. A baby literally has never saved anything. The superior didn't even save her from landing in the same situation. Nothing to see here. Yeah, I wonder what's his credit history, but hey, at least he's honest. Child. Somebody said that's Nova's baby. He acts like he cares so much and will do better by someone with less experience, but we see how he did Jaden, right? See how he did Angela too. Because both of them was from his childhood. It lies because Jaden was and did all that, and Blue still dogged her out, right? Clock it for way more than 2 years. Okay. Nevaeh really thought she won, and now her life is really about to take a turn. Well, she got what she asked for, and she said she was okay with the circus. The king got to realize she needs to adjust to being the new Jaden because that's what Jaden raised Blue to be used to. No J, no T. Nevaeh is going to make an example out of him, her and Rella. Child support quick and fast. Child. This did not go as planned as she thought it was, right? Over here, over here in the house, in the car. Thank God. Why didn't you do this before you knocked her up? At this point, y'all been hunting for years. I don't get, yeah. That's a good point, too. As much as people hate on Blue, he's actually very logical. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes he can be, but the other times it's just like, yeah, you stupid as hell. Like, but yeah, y'all, child, a high miss. You said she was in a circus with Superior's daddy, right? Yeah, but she gotta wake it up. Exactly, because he knocked up what four girls and at four girls at the same time or around the same time. Like, sheesh. Okay, literally was a sister wife. You're being involved with a lot of different men. Yeah, Nevaeh has a long history. Yeah, involved with a lot of different men. She do. That girl was outside, honey, doing the most, okay? And he still sound like a whole goofy. I be laughing all the way to child support. Nah, for real. The way he be playing in their face. And I know dudes in real life that was like him and now they old and washed up and single because their community detours and conditions ran out. You know what? Child, that's how it be. That's how it be. I know a few. Literally, like, child, a mess. A mess. And she crying out to God, not to help her with these hard times. Hold on, let me get that clip. I'm crying out to God to help me with these hard times. Woo! I'm crying. Screaming. Hilarious. You said be either because ain't no way, right? I'm saying, like, it's crazy to me. You said Blue be having me cracking up, right? He crazy. He is a fool. Hey, awake. Hey, love. Yeah, Blue is a trip. For real, for real. He, you said, what is up with people just having babies with anybody, right? No, for real. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, C. Lachey. Hey, love. But yeah, y'all. Child A mess. I already knew this was going to be a hot mess of a situation, you know. I think we all did. I think it's just Nevaeh who thought things would be different or things would have went differently, rather. Okay. um, but let's see. I think that was the last little clip of them. Yeah. All right, y'all. So moving right along. I did. Oh yeah, let me show y'all. Um, Jaden. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Cause Jaden just I think she just dropped the music video with Kai Benz. Okay. Hold on, let me show y'all. I'm gonna just play a little bit of it. I ain't gonna play the whole well, I'll play a music video, but I ain't gonna play the whole song because I don't know if there's copyrights or anything. Um but here it is, y'all. Okay, just to give y'all a little, yeah. So that's the little song she did with Kai Dance, and you know what? I like it. It's cute. You know, it's cutesy. Jaden definitely in her bag. Okay, period. Um, I do like how they sampled "Conceited" because that is like definitely definitely one of my favorite songs ever. You know what I'm saying? When I need a little boost, a little self confidence boost or something. You know what I mean? But yeah. So hey, I ain't even mad. Okay. I'm glad she's getting back into her music. Music video turned out really cute. I like the concept, all the colors and everything looks nice. Okay, so period. I can't even be mad. Okay. I was trying to see where Ashley and them was. Oh, there they go, right there. Soon as I said it, yep, there they go in the background. Blueface, other little hoes. He said, "Why she sound like Stunner Girl?" Somebody said she always look awkward to me. Yeah, Jaden is doing her big one. Uh, Blueface hating that. Stop following Jaden on IG after this drop, child. Big J, not the little one. It says this is a bop, but the body part I can't. Excuse me. Anyhow, get it, sis. Her first line is stolen, not Melania Trump. She looked good. Her body banging. Let's go, Jay. Okay. So yeah, it seemed like majority of the people are feeling it. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully, you know, they get their numbers up and whatnot. Okay. I personally think it's a nice song, you know what I'm saying? Something to, vibe to. Okay. Um, you said she's nasty. I'm too old for this. I'm weak. Right, I said not the scissors. And she got the voice for this. She do. She really do. She sounds good. You know, my this is why I stick to jazz and gospel every time week. Right. My little oldies. Okay. I do like to partake it in the ratchetry at times too. Okay. Every now and again, like a good little ghetto song. Yes, Remy Mosby. Yes, I love that song. The original is absolutely fire. Um, but yeah, y'all. So I just wanted to show y'all that real quick because I seen it had dropped. Okay, so congrats to her. Hopefully the numbers go up. Hopefully the numbers go up. I might have to try this on the Stairmaster or something. Play this while I'm on the Stairmaster. See how it hit. But anyways, y'all, moving right along. Oh, I wanted to let's see. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Let me show y'all this because yeah, we are gonna get into Chrisean. Okay, so not sure if I showed y'all this yesterday, but let me see because yeah, this girl literally I don't think I did show y'all this. Maybe I did, but I'm gonna just do it again just in case. So why was this girl on Kick and she literally like ran off the road, okay? Sure did. All right, shout out to Coy Lombardi. It says report this B and get her kicked off kick ASAP for distracted driving, child endangerment, and reckless driving. Shawty almost drove off the road with her disabled kid in the car. She was too distracted on kick streaming instead of paying attention to the road while driving behind the wheel. Okay.
He listened to whoa, whoa, chat. I ain't even gonna hold you. That was that was my bad, chat. Get your butt over here, chat. We about to end it anyway because I'm almost where I'm about to be at, and I want to just spend time with my people. So I don't want to scream. Let me have a feeling for this person, for this, from this thing, from this. I just have to have a feeling. Once I have a feeling in my car, I'll come back over here. Um, I'll come. I think I don't know if it made it more raw.
It was just not enough time. Next
Oh,
time,
okay.
yeah, we'll apply it like 30 minutes before. Just in case we'll make sure it's enough time.
He listened to whoa, chat. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Child, like, oh, a hot mess. A hot mess, okay. Like, girl, definitely needs to be kicked off of Kick anyways, because that is actually I don't think she's supposed to be doing that while she's streaming. I think it's actually in their terms and conditions or something like that. Okay. Um, but yeah, she too busy on the, worried about her streaming and all this stuff instead of paying attention to the road, and she's swerving and like, what are we doing? You know, poor Junior all scrunched up and balled up in the damn stroller yet again. Okay, like it's a mess, man. I don't even know why she driving anyway. I don't even think this girl got a license. I don't even think she's licensed to drive. Is she just a driving? Okay. Just the driving, like it's crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Because I remember her saying a while ago that um this was when I think around the time, probably a few months after Junior was born, she was talking about how, like, she never went to go get her license, and all that. So, I don't think she's gotten it now because this girl is not, first of all, she's very irresponsible. And I don't think that she would actually take time um, out of her schedule, okay, to actually get that done. She never really gets the important things done is what I'm noticing about her. She don't ever get the important things done, like like bills and court fees and court hearings and like um driver's license. Like I don't even think this girl is licensed to drive. So yeah, it's kind of crazy to me. She must got a little plug or something that be letting her drive or on the low or something. Because usually, when you rent a car, which clearly she is, because you know, I'm sure she didn't drive that shit all the way to Baltimore. Didn't she hop on a flight? So I'm pretty sure when you rent a car, you're supposed to, show them your driver's license and whatnot, right? So yeah, doesn't make any sense. If she's being reckless with her disabled son, yeah, the backseat, right? Yep. This is like the second time she almost crashed while streaming. Get off the damn phone. Exactly. She too busy trying to stalk Blueface because that's what she doing. Okay, that's exactly what she's doing. Hold on 1 second. Um, Mad because of the Porter's photo shoot proving that Junior ain't his. How is she streaming and driving reckless with no driver's license with a baby in the back seat without a car seat while she has an active warrant for driving without a driver's license? Exactly. Clock it. Like how? It just don't make no damn sense. And they supposed to cancel her kick. This is her second time she also hit something and she don't even have a license. Right, exactly. Exactly. Let's see. Junior folded like a pretzel in that stroller. When is CPS gonna take this child away? Does Junior have to get seriously hurt so they can do something, right? At this point, I'm convinced that's exactly what's gonna have to happen because she's just been getting away with this for entirely too long. For real, don't make no sense. Child abuse, neglect, and endangerment, driving recklessly while live streaming without a license and a warrant. Exactly. Exactly. Damn, Sonny Jr. must be doped up with that syrup she gave him because he didn't make a sound while sliding in the back seat from door to door. Child. Yeah, have you noticed she started to copy Blue? She started to copy Blue, calling everyone chat on the live stream, right? Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Crazy work. Somebody said this is child endangerment. Yeah, you need to do better. You need to follow the rules and regulations. This is so unacceptable. It absolutely is. Mm-mm-mm. A hot mess. She got to be mentally delayed to be streaming, right? Is she exposing her damn self? In this case, I promote self snitching. I'm weak, right? Yeah, exactly. Exact gotta be. She has to be because she is exposing her damn self. She definitely is. That's why I was like, girl, you sure you want to stream? But then again, you know what? Hell yeah. You know what? Because I'm trying to see something. And I already done seen a lot. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Crazy work. He said, yeah, but they usually don't run it to make sure it's valid. Like you said, she may have a plug who rented it for her. Yeah, I think she do. Gotta have some sort of plug because yeah. But you got I was gonna say you could kind of look at her and tell she a little off. um but yeah, she probably do got a little plug out there that she be going to because any other like standard like car rental place or establishment, they not finna rent to this girl. You have to have a license. You have to have a license. They is not gonna rent you nothing until they see that license. And sometimes most of them places want insurance too. We know she ain't got no damn insurance. And she don't follow through with anything but demonic activities. Exactly. Exactly. She didn't check on Junior either when she was about to wreck. Right. Did not give a damn. She too worried. All she did was she was too worried about that damn camera. Yeah, something wrong with that girl. Something off. Oh yeah, she never finished high school yet. And I remember Ronnie saying that. May his soul rest in peace. I remember Ronnie saying that, and I absolutely believe him. I sure do. Because of all the little childhood pics that we seen of Chrisean and stuff, why is there not a picture of her in like a cap and gown? You know what I'm saying? Or like the diploma in her hand or something. Like, yeah, I do believe she probably didn't graduate. Hence why she only has gone to community colleges. You know, she went to that Feather River Community College. And then not too long ago, she was talking about going to school. That's another thing she was talking about doing and never did. Um, but she was gonna go to school, and it was a community college. You know, so with community college, you don't have to necessarily have your high school diploma to attend. So I feel like that's kind of why she was at one point trying to take that route as far as like schooling and stuff. For sure, for sure. And her brain is fried, and she would have to retest at this point, and she'll fail like she fails at everything else. For real. Her brain is absolutely beyond fried. Okay. But yeah, she would definitely fail. Without a doubt in my mind, she would. She gonna forget everything. She gonna be all over the place. Girl can't focus for nothing. She probably be the type to get in the car, prop up her little phone. Oh, I'm taking my driver's test. Like, girl. I heard them CPS calls were stage 2. I heard that too. I did hear that. I'm gonna actually play that clip next. But not sure how true that is. Krishan about to be crying tomorrow again, right? She been crying for 40 days and 40 nights, child. Cause Blue don't want her. And Blue don't want to spend time with her. He want to spend time with the other ones. And that's all she worried about too. It ain't got nothing to do with her son. Nothing. Yeah, they blew kick up after this happened. Wow. But when are these grown ass adults gonna hold her accountable? I'm waiting. Exactly. Hello? Because not now one of them has. And you know what? A lot of that has to do with Krishan too, because she makes it a point. She makes sure that she keep her some enablers around her, okay? Them people that's not gonna, say too much or do too much. Them the people she keep around her. And she knows she can get away with it and not, have anyone around her holding her accountable or telling her, giving her tough love. You said right there, they'll be like, turn on the right blinker and she'll turn on the left, right? And they say make a right turn, she'll bust a U-turn. I'm weak, though, for real. Literally. She not so great at following directions. In my Tokyo Tony voice, is she's a CI people? She ain't no CI. You know y'all are under spells. Ciao. Right. Yeah, I used to rent cars a lot. I need an ID, credit card, and up to $500 deposit if using a debit card. And they had optional insurance at an additional rate. Yeah, but things may have changed. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yep. I know from the places I've been, like I had to have my own like proof of insurance to rent the car. So I don't know how it is now, but I think recently, like when I got into my accident, I had to rent one. And yeah, they needed my driver's license, proof of insurance. Uh what else did they need? Something else they asked from me. But yeah, maybe it's like varies from state to state. Yeah, I've definitely had people rent for me. Yeah, I don't know if they changed up. Hmm. I think California too. I think California has like the little car service where you can like you could like rent a car through an app or something like that. Something like that. I think they got out there. So it could be something like that too. And she may have gotten her car shipped from Baltimore to LA. You think so? I don't know, cause that car don't look the same as the one she was in in Baltimore. He said no car seat. She wants that kid gone for real. My sister did clinicals at a pediatric long term acute care center, and the little girl was brain from being in the wreck, not in the seat. Oh wow, ejected from the car. Oh my gosh, that's scary. Oh, poor baby. But yeah, that's dangerous as hell. I can't tell if he in a car seat or not, but mm. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, phone distracting while driving. Oh, okay. So this is their literal flyer, you know, talking about phone distractions while driving. Yeah, Kick has zero tolerance for reckless behavior. Play by the rules, protect lives. Phone distractions while driving. Hold on, what did it say? Reading chat, responding to comments, texting, or using a phone screen while operating a vehicle. Oh yeah, she definitely needs to be flagged for sure. Streaming that interferes with safe driving, activities that distract from safely operating a vehicle. Mm. Child, she just all on there. Reckless driving is banned. Dangerous driving or actions that endanger bystanders are strictly prohibited. Distraction violates the rules. Attempting to read the chat, reply to comments, or fiddle with your phone screen while driving is a major safety violation. Um, Streamers who endanger lives or show reckless behavior on camera face permanent bans. Ooh, child. And she might want to tread lightly. Okay. Because it's looking like Kick do not play about that. Okay. Um, You said, I think Junior must have been in the back seat sedated because he didn't make a peep. Right. Didn't hear nothing. Mm. You know what? It could be that Filipino lady too. I just thought about because she be with that Filipino lady. So maybe she be hooking her up with a little car to get around or something too. Yep, Officer Malone, that part. Here you said Chrisean on assignment in California, and she has intel to collect. Somebody got to go to jail, even if it's Blueface allegedly child. Hey, I would not be surprised. Okay, Special Agent Rock, a mess. Yeah, the Turo. I was talking to a guy who said he rented his car through Turo for extra cash. Yeah. Yep, that's what it's called. Yeah. Thank you, because I forgot the name of that. But I'm like, you know what? I think Cali do got that little service. Yes, like the video, please and thank you. Yeah, because we don't have that out here. Like in Vegas, we don't have it. Hey, Grape Tea. Hey, Brown Eyes. You said my mom picked up my son from the babysitter, but my husband forgot to leave the seat. And he was like 5 months. Oh, wow. She drove straight to Walmart and got my baby a seat. Nice. See, at least she did that, period. Because, yeah, that's nothing to play with, you know, especially babies and like how they're so fragile and, the wrong move. That's why they have like, shaken baby syndrome. Like you shake them too hard, they can really get that. So you have to be really careful because their brains are still like, settling in. You still gotta, they're very, very fragile. So yeah, that is definitely not something to play with. Babies should be strapped in a car seat, an actual car seat, not a stroller top. Okay. I wouldn't even play like that with my kid. Like what? And I really feel like Chrisean is just a little bit lazy. But it's just like you can't be lazy with your kids though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think she just wants to take it off, put it in the car, put on the seatbelt. Like, no, you need to have a proper car seat for that baby. You don't know what can happen. You know? It's crazy. He said very fragile. He's such precious little beings that they should be treated like treasure. Exactly. Absolutely. With caution too. For real. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that real quick because yeah. I don't think I showed y'all that last night. Last night was I was very exhausted. I don't know if y'all noticed, but yeah, I was very but I'm better today. I'm better today, girl. Got me some sleep. But let me also show y'all. Oh yeah, let me show y'all this little CPS incident too, or police incident. Because apparently the police has showed up to the salon again. All right, so people are keeping their foot on this girl neck. All right, they really are trying to. I feel like the intent behind it, they mean well. I don't think they just are being spiteful or nothing. I think they just really want to get this baby help at this point. All right. But yeah, the police came through for a second time. All right. Shout out to All About the Tea. It says LA police conducted yet another welfare check involving Junior. Meanwhile, Chrisean is facing criticism online after viewers accused her of being rude and ungrateful toward a hairstylist who provided her services for free. Of course, she ain't gonna always be rude. All right, but let's get into it, y'all.
Hi. So, just wanted because I guess I'm getting stalked by. Sorry, we just have to check. You can check. Is my son not here? Not here. No. You can check around. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry for. It's all right. People harassing. Sorry to interrupt. It's okay. You were like, yes, and then you said, no, girl. No, I don't know. I don't know who she is. You are like, yeah, right there. Sunday is not the one to bring people having a day. Huh?
Bro, what? You know what, haters? We need to have a lot of haters. I like that.
No, they say you can report the person that reported me because they can go to jail for it.
No, they said that we can call them and they can say.
I need to show you how I like. Oh my god, my heart hurts. You really cut my little sideburn.
I'm sorry, my heart. Sorry. I really thought you wanted long.
No, babe, I really showed you. They ain't not short. That's long.
No,
that's
listen
long.
To me, listen to me. When I
showed
it,
you a picture.
When I saw
and
it,
it's long.
It's crimped in.
No, it's not.
It's like crimped. So it's like I'm seeing it one
Babe,
side.
It's not crimped. I just got this done here the other day.
Because you got crimps, so they crimped in together. So I couldn't tell which one is a side turn. So maybe it's going to take me longer.
That's okay.
Taking a little break. But this is cute though. You don't like it? Your under eyes.
It's not about what you think is cute. It's what I want.
Yes.
I get what you said. Let's be positive. So this is how. Where is it? I don't wear wigs no more, so that's why I can't show you how I always wear it. But I'll show you a straight. No, I deleted it. But it's in my phone. I'm gonna find it.
There's no baby.
Ciao. Okay. So yeah, the police came through. All right. Now there are people that are saying that this was a staged type of situation. But to me, I don't know. I don't think it was giving that. I think they really had came up there because people are calling in, people are, reaching out to them for the sake of Junior and his safety and everything else. Um, so pretty crazy. Like I said, it's a lot of people they got they foot on her neck because they just don't, like what they've been seeing, regarding the child. And I don't think they wrong for that. And then as far as like the stylist, like this is why I just don't understand why they keep doing her. First of all, this is the second wig. All right. Like, why did you take off the pink one? Like, I would have been hot if I sat there and installed that wig and you took it off literally the next day. You know how much work that is? You know what I'm saying? And then, like, this is your second wig. What happened to your commercial? Because didn't you say you was supposed to be filming a commercial or something? I would have at least posted some, like, behind the scenes footage by now. Like, we still have not seen anything with that. Like, talking about she getting a beauty brand and stuff. Like, okay, is this the wig that's going to be in the commercial? Like, is that why you're getting your hair done? Or are you just getting your hair done because then people be doing your hair for free? Free at that. And you got the nerve to be... you got the nerve to be picky like that? Like, okay, I get you, you got your style that you used to and what you want it to look like, but let the girl do her job. It don't look bad. I mean, the colors is kind of off, but I don't know. I think all the colors together really don't look good. But as far as like the install, it doesn't look bad. So I don't know. I don't know why these people keep doing her hair. I don't know why they keep doing business with her because this isn't the first time she's been rude to a stylist. She's very rude, very nasty towards people. And that poor girl was trying to keep it cute, but I know in her head she was cussing her ass out. For real. Like, it's just no need for that. No need for that at all. Like, ugh. She gets on my nerves. Let's see. Let's read the comments real quick and see what people are saying. It says, how are you going to report the person who reported you if they reported you anonymously? Right. Yep. And this is the second time I heard her say that. Look, girl, look up the word anonymous. Exactly. Yeah. And that is how CPS works. People call in anonymously and there's nothing you can do about that. You can't track them down. You can't call them and be like, can you give me the address and phone number and name to the person who called you at such and such day and that. Like, no, unheard of. You can't do that. It's impossible, babe. It's called, privacy. It's privacy laws. It says this whole stream was a prank on her hairstylist. Y'all be writing that serious stuff under this blog. Okay, they talking about it was a prank. If you don't want people to bother you or speak your name, stop streaming every minute and moment and step of your daily life 24/7, right? And she better leave LA. Ain't no training in the wig. And she knew not to bring him this time, child. Right. Yeah, her heart hurt because the police did another a wellness check on Junior. She's talking about you could report the person that called. She has no clue the calls are anonymous. Got mad when the lady said no. They said we can call them and they can say and took it out on the hairstylist, right? If she being so-called stalked and harassed so bad, then why keep going live in places the police can show up, right? Mm-mm-mm. It says, now if I was there, she would have been panicking. You know, she's irritated at that point, right? Someone did call the police on her. Well, people need to stop dealing with her. Yeah. Child, a mess. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Crazy work. And who watching the baby? Okay. Where he at though? I don't see how they're doing wellness checks like she says, but he's obviously malnourished. Yeah, his feet are bruised, and everything he does is inappropriate for his age. Yeah, she got to be a yeah, right. Got to be something at this point because it just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And this girl cannot sit still. Oh, she would irritate me. If I was a hairstylist, I'd be so irritated. She moved too damn much. That's why that one girl told her she didn't want to do business with her. Remember that she popped her. Or no, she actually socked that girl at the Baddies premiere. Pregnant, by the way. All because she didn't want her sitting in her chair no more because she said she move a lot. She don't sit still. You know, and nobody got time for that. Like, girl, can you sit the hell still? You don't put anything past the snake, right? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And she probably called the police on herself and said people are reporting her, so don't be surprised if they show up. You know what? Nothing surprised me with that girl. Literally nothing. She's getting the work done for free, and Junior spent almost 5 hours up there the other day in pain. Exactly. Poor baby. Yeah, she definitely an informant. Absolutely is. There's receipts for that. Yeah, I'm wondering if it was staged because someone said there was a clip where she said Junior was smiling at the cops, but she just told the cops Junior wasn't there unless it was 2 events. Oh yeah, that was the first time. That was when I think she had the pink wig. Is when that happened because I remember that too. So this is a whole different time. You said Blueface didn't like it. Yeah, still in Cali, which is crazy. I mean, but it's like, oh yeah, uh, it's been a week today. You know, so I'm like, okay, you've been here for a week, and all you've done is stream and bitch and complain about Blueface and cry, like literally. That's it. Like, there's no the business stuff going on here. You know, like, child, which honestly I feel like proves even more that that girl was just trying to be over there to be close to Blueface. After she had went on his tour and all that, and they was, taking walks in the park and stuff. I think you know, she wanted to be close to him. And she really wanted to see him. She really wanted to be in his presence and stuff like that. But Blueface, he had other plans. Okay. So I'm trying to see if she says some kind of code word or words to the popos that they instantly know she's part of the organization. I'm weak, right? She would have had to get out my chair, right? No, for real. That's irritating, especially when I got this hot flat iron in my hand and you moving like, girl. Now, if I burnt you, then what? Then you would have been mad at me. Yeah, she's very ungrateful. Very ungrateful. Yes, she is still in California. Sure is. Sure is. So people, this is nothing new. She's been rolling around in cars with Junior, not in a car seat for years. Yeah, pretty much. Not new at all. You said waste thousands on stuff for her, but can't be bothered to get him a proper stroller or a car seat. Exactly. Make it make sense. I honestly believe this girl really ain't really bought nothing for real. If anything, maybe some Pediasures, but that's about it. Maybe some Pampers, but even then, at almost a whopping 3 years old, the baby shouldn't even be in diapers anymore, babe. He should be in pull-ups. He should be getting potty trained or getting shown how to, sit on the toilet seat, the little baby toilet seat. He should be learning how to pull up, pull down, and all of that. He should. At almost 3 years old, baby still in Pampers. Like, that's crazy. She saw he had an opening because the veil was gone. Oh yeah, and got a surprise when he was with Jaden and the kids instead. Yep, type shit. Yep, that part. Exactly. She like, oh yeah, I'm finna go over his house. Girl. And Chrisean thought she was back in with Blueface. She did. She sure did, honey. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, Honey Red. You said Jonathan Wright stopped doing her hair because of her messing with her hair, moving a lot. Oh, did he? Oh, he did used to do her hair. I remember that. I believe it. And she do. She too she just moved too much. Like when I was a kid, my mom used to pop me with the comb when I move my head too much. Like that's the type of I probably would have popped her with the comb or something. Hey, who gonna watch the baby? Who got the baby? Mm-mm-mm. Child. Yeah, another one yeah, the stylist. Yeah. Another one. Yep, because she hasn't even dropped that either. She's still pursuing that, which I love. I'm loving the accountability here, the people holding her accountable because not enough people do. It is not enough people that do, which is why she is the way she is today and why she feels so invincible all the time. You know? But yeah, y'all. So I wanted to show y'all that really quick. Just thought that was kind of crazy. Okay. She done got called. Police done got called for the second time. Now, let's get into some more mess. Um, let's see. Let me show y'all these two before we get into the newer stuff. All right. Shout out to Corey Lombardi. It says online users noticed Sunny Doe was hopping across the floor and nearly launching himself into the wall before turning around and hopping some more. Many pointed out that his movements looked very similar to the frog-like leaps he was doing in church a while back. At the time, some people believed it was just a phase, but based on what they're seeing now that he's almost 3 years old, those same behaviors appear to still be present. And do y'all think this Do y'all think that's why Crystal Rock doesn't let him move around freely on camera to avoid people noticing behaviors like this? Okay.
She got down and off.
If you have the NLT version, the ESV, the NIV version, verse 21 has been taken out. So if you want to see
like get it back up
the King James version. Okay? At the foot of the mountain, a large crowd was waiting for him. A man came and knelt before Jesus and said, Lord, have mercy on my son, who has seizures and is suffering terribly. He often falls into the fire or into water. So I brought him to your disciples. When I returned, but they couldn't hear him. Jesus said, You faithless and cruel to people. How long must I be with you? How long must I put up with you?
That's crazy.
Did y'all see the messages?
Yeah, why do people randomly just be like reacting to us? Like, did you ever go on your For You page and you see strangers just reacting to you? You got down and off.
If you have the NLT version, the ESV, the NIV version, verse 21 has been taken out. So if you want to see
like get it back up
the King James version. Okay? At the foot of the mountain, a large crowd was waiting for him. A man came and knelt before Jesus and said, Lord, have mercy on my son, who has seizures and is suffering terribly. He often falls into the fire or into water. So I brought him to your disciples. When I returned, but they couldn't hear him. Jesus said, You faithless and cruel to people. How long must I be with you? How long must I put up with you?
That's crazy.
Did y'all see the messages?
Yeah, why do people randomly just be like reacting to us? Like, did you ever go on your For You page and you see strangers just reacting to you?
He has asked you to live by. Next scriptural reference, Hebrews 10:38. Now, you know how I know he has asked you to live by. Next scriptural reference, Hebrews 10:38. He has asked you to live by. He has asked you to live by.
You got down and off.
Ciao. Okay. So there goes little Junior. Okay. Still not crawling normally. Okay, and if people were saying that he can't see because when he went close to the wall, it's like he kept trying to go straight, but he obviously he couldn't. So, that's crazy. You see how quick she tried to get him off camera. She tried to slick move the camera, zoom it in a little bit to get him off the camera. He came hopping in the camera anyway. That's right, Junior. Okay, Chow a mess. A hot mess. Yeah, this is incredibly sad. And honestly, him hopping like that, or whatever you want to call it, I wouldn't even call it hopping. I don't know what the hell to call it, but him, moving like that. I definitely believe that something is wrong with his, obviously he has clubbed feet, right? And I'm gonna say allegedly, but he with the clubbed feet, I think additionally there's something going on with his legs too. Um, I really think something is wrong with his legs. That's why he can't move them properly. That's why he moving them at the same time instead of like, a normal crawl where you just like, one at a time, hand, foot, I mean hand, um, knee, and so on and so forth. Um, yeah, like yeah, it's crazy. I've never seen it before in my life. And I've seen a lot of babies, I've seen a lot of babies, and I've never seen nothing like this before. And it's sad. It really is super sad. It says, remember way back when that video was going around of Junior leapfrogging? Yeah, Rock laughed at it and said it wasn't him. How times have changed. Right. Exactly. It's crazy. Yeah, he can't see. He went straight into the wall and tried to keep going. Sure did. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Wow. It's either he's blind or he's partially blind. And I think he's partially blind because sometimes you can tell he could kind of see things at least, but um, definitely vision impaired. That's for sure. Something is going on with his vision. That's why I said, I feel like, if Chrisean ever comes around to it and gets her son the help that he needs, I do feel like one of the things he will need is glasses to help him with his eyes, to help him with, see better and all that. He's gonna need some glasses. You know. Um it says, gotta give it to him. He really tries to move around the best he can. Yeah, if he's not in therapy, I hope so very soon. Right. Just happy he got some freedom and isn't locked up in the damn stroller. That's true too. Like let him move around, okay? And girl, we already know he moved like that, so I don't know why you're trying to hide it. And Junior is blind. He bumped into the wall because he didn't know what was in front of him. He bunged his head again to make sure it was an area he couldn't go through, so he eventually turned to go the other way. Wow. It's almost like he didn't see the wall. And the deep sigh she let out after she looked at him is very telling, right? She always be looking annoyed by him. She treat that baby like a straight up burden. She really do. Um, yeah, somebody said that he ran into a wall. Imagine a drunk night and you see something just leaping like a frog. Yeah, poor Junior. Yeah, it's sad, man. Really is. Yeah, he's just raising himself. I think he hit that wall a couple times before making a Yui. Yes, he's blind. He hit that wall so many times. If someone said that he needs a helmet, and I agree. A helmet would definitely suffice for that child. And his mammy needs one too. It says everything Junior can do, he has taught himself to do it. And he is one strong, determined fighter, right? Mm-mm-mm. That's true. One thing about Junior, okay? If there's a will, there's a way. And that baby got all types of willpower, okay? He trying. I'll give Junior that, okay? Even though his mama try to keep him, keep him in arms and keep him from basically restrict she basically restricts his movement because she's too embarrassed how he's going to look to other people, and you shouldn't even care about that. That's your baby, that's your child, that's your seed. It shouldn't even matter, like, for real. You said she is definitely trying to keep him incapacitated. Yep. Yeah, she'd lose her mind if he was functioning normally. Exactly. Oh yeah. Oh, she wouldn't be able to handle it. I could see it already. Absolutely. Yeah, he has so much potential. Yeah, he's strong. He's so strong-willed. He really is. And he do have a lot of potential. He do. He just needs a little help is all. Not a little bit, actually a lot. Definitely needs a lot of help. Help that Jesus nor, Chrisean can help him with. And that's what she needs to realize. See, this is the thing with Chrisean too. I'm actually gonna hold on. Pull up something in the background we'll look at in a second while I check the rest of these comments. Um He said, I keep telling people it's cortical visual impairment. Yeah, he's not totally blind, and people who have CVI mainly can only see bright colors. It's a problem in his brain, not his eye structure. That makes sense. I'm gonna look that up too. Cortical visual impairments. I'm gonna put in toddlers. Okay. Yeah, sometimes when it's a vision issue, it do be actually something going on in the brain. I actually learned about that recently, you know. So that's pretty crazy. Hold on one second. Did I? Oh, no, just. You think she waiting for Junior to pass? Honestly, like it's starting to give that for me. Honestly, I didn't want to think like that. You know, I really don't because it's like, oh, he really don't deserve that. But yeah, just the way she's been moving and the decisions she's been making. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past her. Not at all. He said he saw the couch and tried to pull up. Yeah, he did try. I did see that. That's crazy. You said Junior show all the signs of cerebral palsy for a child. He has so many therapies needed to help him, and this wench doesn't care either way. Yeah, he's doomed until he's removed from her custody. I agree. At this point, I absolutely agree. You know, I'm like Tareen, like, where's the motherly instincts? It didn't kick in. It's still not kicking in. Okay? Still till this day. Like it's crazy. It absolutely is. Um and unfortunately, I do feel like that is the only solution here. Is for somebody to step in that actually has the patience and the the patience, the drive to get him to where he needs to be, period. Because oh my gosh, like he's been held back long enough. He needs to be thriving now. This sorry ass mammy ain't doing shit about it to help that or nothing. She's just like, oh, whatever. It's about me. It's the Chrisean show. Chrisean. Like, girl, you had a whole baby. It's not about you anymore. Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm not saying she can't do things that she wants to do for herself. Like, of course, do that. But at the same time, like, if I had a child that's not exactly where they need to be physically, mentally, whatever aspect of the word, um, I'm not about to be out here like living my best life. I'm not about to be out here like putting myself first, doing, putting my endeavors and whatnot first when I have a child that's not meeting their milestones, that is not where they need to be at their age, or like a child that's clearly, not even eating. That if my child was not eating, do you know how much I would panic? Do you know how I would freak the hell out? I would not be just, oh, bottle, bottle, bottle. Like, no, I know, because I know at a certain age, and a lot of people do, that they're not supposed to, that you got to wean them off the bottle. You can't just, pop a bottle in their mouth every time. Like, no, you should be introducing them to, slowly introducing them to, baby foods and, stuff like that, little soft foods first. Something until you find something that they like, and then once you find that, you know then so on and so forth. But I'm just saying, though, it's just kind of crazy how she just does not feel the need to get her child some help. Your child that you gave birth to is absolutely insane to me. Okay. Could never be me. Could never. You're just wild. Just wild. You said, I mean, something wrong with his whole body, yeah, inside out. It is. Yeah, it's a lot going on, honestly. No shade. If Virginia doesn't know, life could be so much better yeah, than what she's providing. Exactly. So much better. He be telling on her in his own way. He do. He sure do. Because the police said Miss Mullane and never came back. Yep. Poof disappeared. Right. Yeah, they didn't come back, huh? Said, I really hope she gets arrested on all her negligence. She continues to do the Junior plus the unalive. Me too, actually. I do. Because she needs to be held accountable for that. She needs to do some time for that because you was dead ass wrong for doing that baby like that. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. Throw her in a slammer. I don't care. Because anybody that does a child like this deserves that. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. This is absolutely uncalled for, unacceptable, the whole nine. Like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? And China came on here lying, talk about she saw him walking. Right. Like, girl. Chill. That's why I can't stand that lady. I just, I do not like her at all. Like, girl, why is she lying? You want to be in with the Malones so bad, you got to get up here. Oh, yeah, I saw him walking. You know, damn well. Girl.
The lies. There you go. This bitch. The I'm telling you.
Like, don't piss me off. Like, I just knew she was lying as soon as she said it. Like, yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, some mashed potatoes, mashed bananas. Yep, but he spits it out because he doesn't know how to eat, chew, swallow solids or puree. Yeah, because his brain is so damaged. Yeah, his control center is severely defective. It is. It absolutely is. Clock it. Clock it. Because everything going on with Junior has a lot. It has everything going on with Junior. Literally, if you think about it, has everything to do with his you know his cranium, his brain. Absolutely. That's why certain things aren't, you know, moving the way they should be moving, or like, him not being able to move his legs the way he should be moving them, is because something is off with not only the brain, but also his nervous system as well. His nervous system, all type of stuff going on. All type of stuff going on. But the main thing is the brain. You said I didn't sleep for a couple days with my first child so I could make sure he was breathing. Same. Yeah, I was terrified of SIDS. Right? Yeah. That part. That's how I was with my daughter. Yeah, I was not playing about that. Like, You said, I feel guilty eating around dogs. Yeah, this girl will order appetizers, entrees, stuff her face with no problem around here. Right. Literally. Literally don't give a damn. And my first child, my son was at the doctor's if he had a stuffy nose. Right, right. Didn't play no games. I'm telling you. Even the slightest cough. Like, okay, yeah, let's go see what's going on. Like, literally. Literally. You said, yes, Tareen was telling the truth about her caring more about a Lucifer tattoo more than her own child's health. Right, exactly. She was. Tareen was clocking her shit. She was. For real. That's crazy. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, she don't. She don't help him with shit. Nothing. Not a damn thing. But a bottle of Pediasure. Yeah, it is given she hates him. You can't love your baby the way you move. Cause ain't no way. And then on top of that, you be on all these blogs, you be in all these people's comments and stuff like that, and you see what people are saying. And a lot of these people are actually giving you really good advice. And so like it's still not registering. Nothing's registering. So you just think nothing's wrong with Junior. There's you know, that's why hold on, let me check the rest of these comments. Um You said Jesus is not going to help her with this because she brought this on him and her faith isn't where it needs to be for a miracle clock it. If she had the faith, she would live upright and put works with that faith. Exactly. Exactly. That is such a good point. You keep calling on Jesus, but this is actually the consequences of your actions. The things that you did that you chose to do while you was pregnant. Okay? Literally. So I don't think he's gonna be answering that call, sis. You have to call up a damn doctor. Okay, for real. Um, but yeah, y'all. I did wanna let me show y'all something because I don't know if anybody has heard of the stages of grief. Okay. But I feel like Chrisean is stuck in the denial stage. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Um, okay. So it's this chart. It's by Kubler-Ross. Okay, it's the 5 stages of grief. Okay, so the 5 stages of grief, which is denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. It represents a framework originally introduced by Kubler-Ross to help understand the emotional responses to profound loss. These emotions are not a strict checklist. People frequently loop back, skip stages, or experience them out of order. Okay, so the first one is denial. Shock and numbness act as a protective mechanism, buffering the immediate blow. You might think or say this can't be happening. Anger. Okay, as initial numbness wears off, pain reemerges and is often redirected into frustration, resentment, or anger. This could be aimed at yourself, higher powers, family members. Okay, then we got bargaining. You might find yourself dwelling on the past and mentally making what if or if only statements in an attempt to regain control or reverse the pain. Um, Depression, a quiet stage where the reality and weight of the loss truly set in. It is characterized by intense sadness, withdrawal, and a feeling of emptiness as you begin to process the magnitude of what has changed. And then we get to acceptance. And this stage is about coming to terms with the reality and understanding that your new reality is permanent. It does not mean you are happy about it, but rather that you are learning to live with it and integrate it into your life. Okay. So, yeah, like that's kind of where she needs to be getting at. This is where she needs to aim towards is acceptance. Because I think she is having a hard time accepting that Junior, you know, he needs help. He really does. He needs help and all this prolonging the inevitable is just not the move. It's not the move. You just keep dragging this baby everywhere. You're not taking care of business here for your child. Why is there people on the internet, that care more about your child than your damn self? That's crazy. That is crazy. Um, but yeah, y'all, that just came to my head because I just learned about that. Just learned that was a thing. Okay. But y'all can check it out and see um, if you want to. Hold on 1 second, because we're gonna look at the cortical. Yeah, let's look at that real quick, and then I'm gonna check out his comments. Hold on 1 second. All right. So I have searched up cortical visual impairment in toddlers, and this is what popped up. It says cortical visual impairment, often called cerebral visual impairment, is a brain-based vision issue where the eyes are healthy, but the brain struggles to process and interpret what the child sees. It is one of the leading causes of childhood vision loss, heavily impacting a toddler's development, motor skills, and learning. It says toddlers with CVI often exhibit very specific visual behaviors as they try to navigate their environment. Visual latency, which is taking a long time, sometimes several seconds or minutes, to register or react to what they are looking at. Then it says color preferences, staring intently at bright specific colors. Motion attraction, preferring to look at objects that are moving or reflective rather than stationary objects. Vision clutter fatigue, having extreme difficulty recognizing objects in busy backgrounds. Light gazing, staring at light sources such as lamps, windows, or the ceiling. Inconsistent vision, showing better sight in familiar environments, or being completely unable to process vision when they are tired, sick, or after a seizure. So these are the common causes here: a premature birth, epilepsy or seizure disorders, cerebral palsy, genetic anomalies or metabolic disorders, central nervous system infections, or trauma. Okay, it says while CVI is a neurological condition without a cure, early intervention and specialized environmental adaptations can help the brain make new connections and vastly improve a child's visual abilities over time. So yeah, Junior need an eye doctor, all kind of stuff. You do. But yeah, this could definitely be what's going on with him. Sound about right to me, okay? The brain-based vision issue, okay? Definitely feel like that's part of the problem as to why he probably can't really see too well. So pretty crazy. And she know exactly what Junior need and what's wrong with him. Yep, Chrisean chose to focus everything she need. That's it. And she will work on it. She will work on all her own skills to look good for the world, but not one skill for Junior. Exactly. Clock it. Literally, it's insane. It's insane. She cares about no one. She lacks empathy. A real sociopath. No, for real. She don't. Yeah, definitely a sociopath. For sure. She is absolutely in denial, but it seems like she keeps going through the stages all over again. Yep, the only thing she isn't getting is acceptance. She says it, but not doing it. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I don't know if she'll ever get to that acceptance stage. And she just gonna keep going back and forth, which is crazy. But yeah, this girl's definitely in denial. You said this applies to her loss of Blueface and her contribution to Junior's disability and health. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that part. And with Blueface, I think she's just like in her depression state. The way she been boohoo crying. Yeah, she'll never get to acceptance. Right. I don't think she will either, honestly. I mean, I would like for her to get there, but I don't think she got it in her for real. I don't. Like she talk a good game, at least for her fans. She don't be fooling me. She got me that one time when she was pregnant. At the end of her pregnancy, she got me that one time, and that was it. After that, I seen right through this girl, like literally. But yeah, I just don't see it happening. I think she's just too far gone. I think she's very much like in the Lululand, like not even trying to, you know, mature and do the right thing for her child because she's too busy or what? She's too busy trying to prove the haters, quote unquote, the haters wrong. Okay, she's too busy trying to prove a point. Like, oh, my son walking, my son talking, my son eat. You know, instead of actually taking the necessary steps so that he can walk, so that he can talk, so that he can eat properly. It's just very backwards to me. I just don't understand it. I really don't. He said, but I couldn't hang out with her anymore after that. What happened? He said she need to sit down and keep trying every day, work with him, crackhead. Yeah, exactly. She do. She worried about everything else. And she swears she taking him to therapies and she waking up at this amount of time in the morning and all that to work on